Hey everybody, it's me Hetty, and we're going to make these good brown sugar pecans. I'll explain to you, this is of course not roasted pecans, these are candied pecans. A great holiday gift. You put them in a jar, of course you can snack on them yourself, but it is a great hostess gift. Just teacher gift. I used to make little baskets up and give away at Christmas time with different little things in it, sometimes vanilla extract and all that other good stuff. All right, well, let me show you what I have. I have 2 cups of pecans. I am doing this on my iPhone again, and right here I'm trying to pick this up without messing it up. I've got egg white, teaspoon of just cooking oil, and melted butter, 1 tablespoon. I have half a cup here of packed brown sugar. Yes, I make my own brown sugar, and you can too. I'll give you a link down below. I have the same pan that I roasted pecans in the other day. I just sprayed it with cooking spray. All right. First things first, I'm doing this off camera. I think you can envision me pouring oil into here, and then I'm gonna just pour that in the pan. I'm gonna swirl that around a little bit better off camera. I'll do that off camera, okay? All right, moving on. In here, I got the egg white. Some people add a little bit of cinnamon. I personally don't care for it in this particular recipe. I love cinnamon. I just don't care for it in this particular recipe. And I'm gonna give this a nice little whirl. Knock out any lumps that you have. I'll do that off camera. I'll bring you right back when I get this mixed up. It's awkward the way I'm doing this, so let me pull this off camera and I'll come right back. Alrighty, I just need to put a little elbow grease in there, and sometimes, you know, brown sugar gets lumps in it. It's no big deal, just knock them out. All right, then obviously just throw your pecans in. Can't get much better than that. I don't think I've done a praline video. I'll have to do that. I'm not up to it right now. Maybe toward Christmas I'll feel better. We'll see. But right now, this is what I'm gonna do. These aren't exactly pralines, but they kind of have that. They give off that flavor. Especially, some people use half white, half dark. I go with all dark. All right. I've obviously got these coated well, and now I'm going to go back. Oh, my clock's going off. I'm going to go back and spread this butter out, and I'll be right back with you. You can see I just swirled the butter around in the pan. Now, a lot of people do this on a cookie sheet. I just find it's easier to stir them in a lipped baking dish like this. That way you don't stir them out into your oven and make a mess or anything like that. But you know, if you don't have a pan like this, by all means, just use a cookie sheet. Spray that sucker or pan pretty good, because you know this got brown sugar in it, it'll stick. All right, I'm just gonna spread them out, kind of like I did the pecans. I'll do it a little better before I put them in. 350, if I didn't say that, and maybe I did, preheat 350. I'm gonna spread these out evenly. You're gonna bake them up to about 30 minutes. As usual, like I told you last time, you're gonna start checking it that last 10 minutes. So we're gonna go 10 minutes. I'm gonna go in and thoroughly stir. I'm not gonna do that on camera because I'd have to go back and forth and back and forth. I'm over here trying to get y'all better light. And then I'll probably bring you back on the second stir, okay? So you can see the difference in them. Okay, so I'll bring you back in about 20 minutes. This will be my second stir. So I put them in. Since you last saw me, I put them in. I timed it for 10 minutes. Stirred them. Now, I put them back in for 10 minutes. Second stir, okay? Oop, this is hot. Let me get a... See how they're drying out. The first time, they're still kind of wet, but they are doing really well. And just go through and thoroughly, and just, of course, you're going to spread them back out. Boy, they're looking good. And now I'm gonna go back and check them. I'm gonna spread them out a little better back at the stove. You get the idea. And I'm gonna start checking them in about every 3 to 4 minutes, okay? I don't know how close mine are. I'm probably gonna let this one go for about 4 minutes, and then that would be 24 minutes. And then I'm gonna start checking them and give them a little light stir just to keep them getting crisped up, okay? Because they're not supposed, these aren't pralines, they're candied. They're supposed to be separated, just like you see here now. Okay, so I will give you my time, and I'll of course bring you back when they are done. It's only been 4 more minutes since I updated you. And what I'm trying to show you is look how they've dried out. They've separated. Mine are perfect. And it dawned on me this was the first time I had made them in this oven. My other time at my other oven used to be 26 minutes. But in this oven, it's 24. They're perfect. Yes. I pulled one out, blew on it, and ate it. It's great. Now, these aren't as sweet as a praline, but they are sure good. You're going to let them cool down, and then, you know, you can double, triple the recipe, whatever you want to do. You just want to be sure they're laid out in a even layer. You don't want them piled up on each other. You're wanting them to separate like this, okay? Again, you're not making a praline, because you make a praline in a pan and then spread it out to cool, okay? That's a different video. All right, now look. I love pecans. They're my favorite. Almost every, I don't know. I think there's a lot of folks in my family it's their favorite. But it always reminds me, you know, I always like to tell y'all when something reminds me of something. I'm nostalgic, I'm not gonna lie. But my grandmother had 6 pecan trees in her yard. She had her lot, and then they owned the lot beside them that had the trees in it. No house. And I can remember happy times going over there with just old paper bags, back when paper bags were paper bags. Kind of like an Aldi's paper bag, but about 3 inches taller and 4 times as thick. And man, we'd just fill them up. And then you'd sit around the TV with a big bowl and nutcracker and crack nuts and watch TV. I remember doing that as a kid. And, you know, taking the meat out of the shell and everything. And then we would, you know, bag those up, and Mom would use them for different things like this and pralines and all that kind of good stuff. So anyway, that's a happy memory for me, and I guess that's why I always make them. I didn't make them last year. If you are a regular watcher, you know that's my mother-in-law got sick, and then she passed away right at second week of January. She passed away this year, but we already knew at this time. And she was up in Ohio, and we're down here in Georgia. Georgia's got good pecans, but look, Georgia, I don't care what they say, they don't have anything on some good Louisiana pecans. They had a pecan station a little bit south of where I grew up too, and when my grandmother's trees didn't give, sometimes we'd make a little trip down there and get us some from the pecan station. And that was really good. We enjoyed that. So anyway, now you can just spend money on shelled pecans. Anyway, these are good. They're good for you. They're good if you've got guests coming. They're good for little hostess gifts, like I already said. Anyway, I'm not going to ramble. I'm going to wrap this up. I've got some more good videos coming up. So I'll see you next time. Bye.